This video is brought to you by TS4U IT Engineering Bootcamp.
So some of the things happen in our environment with the access permission on the AWS. So I have a question about this. So suppose there is a EC2 node and there is an RDS. This node is unable to connect to the RDS, EC2 node, I mean, considering you do not have the access to AWS management console. How would you go into this troubleshoot this situation?
Yeah, so basically what I do is, as a DevOps engineer, we are used to have access on our system. So that's the first thing I will ask to my manager or whoever have access. So I'll first file a request for access because I don't want to kill the time. So as long as they are working to get my permissions, I will basically go to my cluster. Let's say, hey, from the cluster that are having the issues. So I'll try to ping from the specific port that they said they don't have the connectivity. Okay, since I don't have access on the specific AWS account or on the AWS RDS cluster. So what I try to do first is do the network reachability check. Okay, if the resource that I'm trying to access is even accessible through the internet. Okay, if I don't have the access to the internet, then definitely there's nothing I can do to make this thing work. Okay, so there must have been some networking things, there must have been some private public subnet things that I need to fix. So what I try to do is go inside that pod and get that specific database host and credentials from inside that pod's environment variables, if there are, or inside the configuration files. I take them and then try to do some telnet or call request to see if the specific host or node is basically accessible or not from my machine or from my Kubernetes cluster or from my wherever I'm trying to access the system. So if I can reach it, then definitely it's not a network issue, it's something else. So most of the time it's permission issues for a specific user, permission issues for a specific credential. So now, if it's a credential issue, I can just see right away with the various CLI tools. And if it's a permission issue, then yeah, I can just immediately file another ticket that, okay, seems like these specific credentials don't have the permission for these resources. So can you please create that as well, and then it should work. So I usually reply the developer right away because sometimes they actually manages some of the RDS permissions as well. So yeah, they can get away with it right away. Or if it needs permission from the AWS administrator, then yeah, I usually pass that request as well.
Got it. So in our cases, yeah, you are right. We actually match the access permission. So we say the clone this ID to match with the developer or the DevOps engineer. Then it becomes easier because both have the same access permission.
Yes.
Thank you.